be dramatic, but I'm going on my first ever speed dating event tonight!
I think people meet at meetups more often than people meet at singles events because of the way the thing is structured.
80% of my room tonight was single. Okay? That says a lot.
I'm going to a singles event tomorrow night.
63% of men have already walked away. Why do they keep trying to trap the rest?
If you're single today, you are really struggling with loneliness. You're struggling with, is something better?
Okay, so it was 90% women, and the rest of the prospects were not, they were just not our type.
And I've never had a boyfriend.
Single women kept women single. Now they're just storming singles events for a man. Kindly subscribe to the channel, as it is our sole form of support. Thank you.
Yeah, you know something? I kind of agree with this, which is why we really have to change the way we think and talk about single people, because there's a shitload of us, and we're not all desperate. We're all just tired of the current dating culture. There is a difference. Singles events don't work because of how we associate things with single people. Things like loneliness, sadness, desperation, patheticness, failure. All bullshit, by the way, but we still do it. That's why I like changing narratives. That's why I like talking about single life and showing single life from a positive angle so that we can get out of this desperate zone and start talking about singlehood with more honesty. I don't think singles events work, by the way. I think that life events work. Do the things you enjoy, pursue the hobbies you like, your passions, your creativity, whatever, and meet people who are like you in those spaces. It doesn't have to be a singles event for you to meet people. It can just be an event. But overall, yeah, let's stop thinking of single people as desperate, because we're not desperate. We're just fucking annoyed and sick of this shit. There is a difference.
I'm not interested in dating someone who I don't know or barely know, so a singles event would be pointless. I'm kind of iffy about singles event, speed dating. It's exhausting. I disagree. The age range of people that mostly attend these singles event goes from late 20s and late 30s. Usually by that time, these women are worrying about settling down if they haven't already. And usually, they come with a very crazy past of being with multiple dudes in their previous life. Those people carry trauma, baggages, headaches, and more. So yes, I would call it desperation to an extent. Even after using Hinge, Bumble and Tinder and many different dating apps, they were still unable to find someone to take care of them and fulfill their needs. So they resort to speed dating and singles events as their last option, which is the worst place to look for a date.
How's your dating life going? It isn't. You haven't been on any dates? No. Met anybody? No. Are you even on dating apps? No. Plan on getting on dating apps? No. So you're just happy being single? No. Do you have a will to live? No.
Come with me to an in-person singles event. If you guys have been following along with my episodes, you know I've been on Hinge and it's been quite an adventure. So I'm trying it out the old way and meeting people in person. The catch is that you have to bring a +1 of the opposite sex who's platonic, but would be a good match for someone. I brought one boy off Hinge who I just wanted to be friends with, and he brought a friend as well. It was at the Leroy in West Village. It was such a cute and intimate spot. I'm new to the city, so I talked with some girls to make friendships and also some of the guys just to go on dates with and have fun with. One guy got my number, but honestly, he was so sweet, so I'm looking forward to seeing if he actually takes me out.
I wanna know, men, where do you guys hang out? Where do you go?
I'll take that one. So many women can't seem to figure out where men hang out, and the reason why they can't figure out where men hang out is because they're not going to where they are. But I know where they are. One place that you were most definitely 100% sure to meet a man is at a sports bar on a Sunday. Especially right now because it's football season, baseball season, and basketball season all together. I don't know how the men handle it when all their sports teams are playing at once, but we're gonna find out at Single Girlies Game Day on November 13th. It's a Sunday fun day from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. and it's my first official event, you guys. Like me, that's right, the Sparkle Queen. I'm going to be hosting at the Nickel Mine in the West LA Sawtell area. And at the essence of the event, we are hanging out with some girlfriends. You're going to meet new girlfriends, but then we're going to be in a space that we're surrounded by men. I'd say that's a win-win-win.
Well, to answer her question, most men are staying home nowadays. It's just the best way to save time and money. Hopefully she can get some guys to attend her singles events because most men don't attend. Just like this one.
Of course, we will see. I don't know.
If you pay attention, you will see that there are way more women than men. There's multiple women at one table having a conversation with one man. That's one of the major issues when it comes to singles events. Not that many men want to attend. Most men see the singles event as a waste of time. 90% of the women that go there are looking for someone to take care of their needs. And for the men that do not attend these single events, well, let's just say it wasn't the best experience they've had.
To the women out there that are constantly saying, where are all the good men? Where did the good men all go? Well, honey, you're digging through the trash looking for a gold earring. Change your environment. Change your perspective. Change your environment. Change the way that you do things, because like Einstein said it best, insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. Switch it up, baby. Don't go digging through the trash for gold.
Ladies, all the good men are in your block list. Not many men left now, because most got partners and the rest of women got high expectations, so men prefers to be on their own or just flings. Don't look for gold. Try to accommodate yourself with silver or maybe wood. You will understand. It's not gold that bring happiness and joy. It's already too late for those women screaming, "Where are all the good men?" Those are women who once had a good man in their lives, and they miss how they used to treat them. The wall is only getting larger and larger as these women age, and accountability will be on the other side of it, waiting for them.
Hey, I'm Andy, I'm 25, I'm super single, and I've gone out every weekend for the past 2.5 months or so, mostly by myself.
Hi, let's go to a singles event. I'm really nervous. I found it on Facebook with my friend. We are going together. It is at a dog park bar. I told myself this year is the year of putting myself out there. So let's do it. I am back home. It was good. It was most definitely mostly women, and it was almost weird because it was still very public, so I would even say 75% of the people there were just people at this place, and the men that were there for this event were much, much too old for me. Personally, the girls I was there with, maybe, but not for me. And it was a great event. I got my flirt on with, like, one person in particular, but he wasn't even there for the event. But I would go again. It's definitely not something I would have done 6 months ago or even ever, but I'm really glad I went. It's just very clear that it was mostly women. And I met more friends, and which is awesome. Very happy, glad to walk away, even with that. I would have been glad to walk away with nothing, but yeah, singles events can be tough. But who's to say?
Okay, we are in San Francisco for a singles event at Spin in partnership with this thing called Jigsaw. It looks fun. There's literally a line to get in that is slower than the open air participating line. We'll just send that. So that's a negative point. We'll see how the rest of it goes.
Okay, so it was 90% women, and the rest of the prospects were they were just not our type.
There were like 5 of them, and the odds of us finding our type was like 0.05%.
And it took 17 minutes for us to get in, okay? So party foul.
That feels like a very long time.
Bad user experience. Bad user experience.
They didn't have cocktails as one of the drinks you could get, so Rachel couldn't get a drink.
I only like cocktails. You get one free drink. It was beer or wine. I want tequila, okay?
But if you're a woman, that's supposed to. If you like women,
gorgeous women, yes.
Go there.
I'm so fucking tired of being alone. I'm so tired of trying to find love on him. I mean, damn. I may not be pretty to somebody, but goddamn, I'm pretty to me. I'm so tired of being alone. I'm tired of this bullshit. I don't understand why the fuck am I still living. I just want to be somebody girlfriend, somebody wife, somebody something. I deserve to fucking be happy too. Why the fuck can't I be happy? I'm tired.
The hardest part about being the single friend in your mid to late 20s is not the actual fact of like being single, it's thinking you're gonna be somewhere else at this point in your life. Like, I am not happy with how my life's going. I don't know how to change it. The panic and the fear and the loneliness is like something I never thought I would have to deal with ever. And I'm like so happy for a lot of my friends, but like, I don't know why the universe said, yeah, you can sit home and be alone. Like, I don't want to be doing this.
This is a woman in her late 20s refusing to go outside and get a boyfriend. The walls are creeping in. A man isn't going to come knock on your door and all of a sudden want to date you. Put in some effort like the men do. That's probably how her friend got to be in a relationship. Doing nothing will result in nothing. And it's way easier for a woman to approach a man than it is for a man to approach a woman. She's really holding herself back.
Back with a very anticlimactic update about how the speed dating event went last night. We left early. So there's not much to report. Yeah, we just ended up leaving early, and that's about it. That's really all I have to say. Everyone seemed really nice though, so I would give it another chance. And we're going to another one in like 2 weeks. So if you live in LA, like message me on Instagram or something. Maybe we can get a drink beforehand, because I know it can be intimidating going by yourself to these things. Yeah, let me know.
She ended up leaving early because no one approached her at the speed dating event. Judging by the amount of times her followers asked for an update and she still haven't, that's the conclusion I'm drawing from this. Good luck to her. She's still looking for her Prince Charming.
I'm looking for a man in finance with trust fund. 6'5", blue eyes. Finance, trust fund. 6'5", blue eyes.
Great, we need to make this happen. Seems like I'm not the only one that is like sick of dating apps and wants to try different events to meet people. My life has been super chaotic lately. I ended up going to Coachella last minute, and then just like some other work things came up. So I want to make more of an effort to go to some of these events and try to get like a group of girls to go, so we're not like by ourselves. So yeah, comment if you are interested in doing like singles events in the Bay Area, and if you would prefer it to be San Francisco, or if you would be open to going to other areas of the Bay. Cause yeah, like these events seem really fun, but it can be like intimidating to just like walk up to a singles event as a female by yourself. So let's try to get like a group going.
It's amazing how many events are being planned just for no quality man to be there. Singles events is the worst way to meet people. I've noticed the most broken people are most likely to be there, speaking from experience, just hoping to find someone. The best way to meet people is to just do it casually.
Why don't men like brunches?
Y'all gotta start coming to these brunches. That's where all the pretty girls be at, literally. With their little colorful outfits. They take their hoodies off, their t-shirts off. And then that's where they be. All the working class women, nice nurses and stuff. Like, y'all be missing out. Y'all gotta start coming to the brunches. Y'all love the gym shoes at night, but y'all don't want to come where the ladies be at, pretty and just ready to mingle. Come on, fellas. Like, I need the fellas, man. What I'm doing something wrong? I just want to know why men don't be coming to brunches.
The only reason why these ladies want these men to attend these brunches is so that they can pay for their meals. Men are nothing than a cash cow in these women's eyes. What exactly are they getting for attending these brunch settings anyway? First they said it was sassy for men to attend such a thing, now asking for men to attend. A mental health evaluation check needs to be required for a lot of these women. Making up their minds is one of the hardest tasks they've yet to conquer.
Okay, Chicago, if you want to attend our first singles event, here are the details. Our first event will be a week from today, February 8th, and it starts at 7 p.m. If you'd like to attend, download the Thursday app. You can get a ticket, RSVP through there. You don't actually have to match with anybody on the app in order to show up. Come alone, bring a friend, whatever feels good for you. Just come and be prepared to be social.
If you needed a reminder of why men are trash.
Okay, let's hear this. Why are exactly men trash this time?
Last night, I went out with a friend of mine, and we got to talking with this guy at the bar, and he ended up revealing that he was separated, he had 2 children, and was kind of like going through a hard time.
Cool story. Let's get to the point.
So we were like, oh my God, are you good? Like, this must be really upsetting. Like, you seem to be in a really bad place. He then proceeds to tell my friend and I that this is not his worst heartbreak, not even a little bit.
So he's doing what a lot of women are asking men to do. Share their feelings. I'm sure this is going to lead up to the men are trash part.
We were like, huh? He proceeds to tell us that his worst heartbreak was a girl he dated very briefly from high school to college and was like his puppy love. She ended things with him because she wanted to see other people. She broke his heart the worst. He's never really gotten over it, and like, she's the one that he thinks about, like, ruminates over.
I guess they're not aware that the first love for a lot of guys is often the one that's the most impactful.
Now, this on the heels of Zayn saying that he's never been in love even though he has children with Gigi Hadid and has another woman's eyes tattooed on his fucking chest. Whoa.
Get to the point, please.
At this point, I'm marrying my floor lamp because at least it's taller and doesn't have any exes. I don't know.
The logic used here is absolutely amazing, isn't it? Let's just bear in mind that this individual formed the opinion that men are trash based on the actions of one man actually opening up and sharing his feelings in regards to how the feelings that he had for his first love actually still affect him later in life. Enjoy that floor lamp.
I'd rather date a lamp. At least a lamp would brighten my day. If she took 10 pounds of her makeup off, she probably wouldn't be able to get a date. Anyone going through a bad divorce or separation will tell you that it triggers all types of emotions. In his case, it took him back when he was once loved and cared for by his first love. The lamp would be a good match, as long as it's not turned on. And they wonder why men keep quiet and keep their problems to themselves. Whenever you open up to them, whatever you say will be weaponized against you. A lot of women have asked men to speak up and communicate about their feelings just to get destroyed by it when an argument sparks up. Some of these women are the devil in disguise, for that matter. To take advantage of that man's vulnerable side and use it against him is just evil.
I'm going to a singles event on a golf course, and this is my outfit. The dress is from House of CB. The heels are Mark Fisher, available on Amazon. And the bag is actually from Aldo. The extensions are bombshell extensions, and the IBS actually came free. Thanks.
If you're single today, you are really struggling with loneliness. You're struggling with, is something better than nothing? And the answer is no, not for you. Because if you wanted to settle, you could do that today. You could get on an app, be on a date tonight, and you can settle. But the little voice inside of you is saying, sit in this loneliness, heal yourself. Get yourself to a place where you don't take all of this trauma and all of this hurt and pass it off to the next person. Sit in this place of loneliness. It takes courage to sit there. Do it. You could settle at any time. There's always someone out there you can settle with, but something inside of you is telling you, no, it's not time. Today is not that day. Honor that voice and listen to it. Sit with all of us in the sadness and loneliness and push through it. There is a strength and a courage in allowing yourself the moment to heal.
I think some people need to experience being alone in their lives to truly understand themselves. But for most of these modern women who's saying, I'm lonely, the reason they're lonely is truly because of themselves. Some of them get to a point in their lives where they can't date anymore because it's too late. They've already wasted way too much time while they were younger, giving it away. In their minds, in their imagination, they believed that they could have settled whenever they wanted. So they focused on partying and so-called finding themselves. This is just the price.
Oh, oh, oh,
I'm a single woman in her 40s. Have I downloaded every dating app? Yes. Have I deleted every dating app? Yes. Have I downloaded every dating app again? Yes. Have I deleted every dating app again? Also yes. I'm a single woman in her 40s. Hang out with me tonight? No, I'm gonna need 5 to 7 business days notice. Actually, this is the end of December, so let's shoot for February 15th. I'm a single woman in her 40s. Go looking for love? No, I'm gonna need Mr. Right to teleport into my living room. Thanks. I'm a single woman in her 40s. Do I want you in my life? Maybe. Do I need you in my life? Absolutely not. I'm a single woman in her 40s. Stay over tonight? I'm gonna need you to actually call yourself a lift and lift yourself right on out of my house so I can get a good night's sleep. I'm a single woman in her 40s. I'm going to need to see this signed permission slip from your therapist before you approach me romantically. I'm a single woman in her 40s. If a man wants to, he will. No, actually, if a man won't, I'll find someone who will.
Single check. If you're single, heart this. Comment where you're from.
Once again, there's just way more women than men at these singles events. Just when will they realize the bachelor type guy they're looking for doesn't attend these events? Every one of them is looking for a sponsor, and they dare to say women don't ever get dressed up for men. What a joke.
Are not obsessed with women like they used to be. Y'all don't find that kind of weird? And to be honest, no, I don't find that kind of weird, because what exactly is there for men to be obsessed with in today's world? Women have left no room for imagination, none whatsoever. It's like y'all sense of entitlement is out of control. Y'all expectations are unrealistic. Y'all walk around showing y'all bodies half dressed, half exposed 24/7, out smoking, drinking, partying 24/7, on the scene 24/7. A lot of y'all are not even coming with nothing to the table because you're too busy with your hand out trying to see what man got the next bag so he can sponsor your lifestyle to make you look like you're living a lifestyle to post on the internet. It's like a lot of y'all don't have common sense. A lot of y'all don't know how to hold a conversation. A lot of y'all don't have no originality about yourselves. Everybody is getting the same body. Everybody is getting the same hairstyle. Everybody looks the exact same. And it's like, y'all get that confused. Oh, well, men like that. No, men will fuck that. But men are not wiping that and they're not cuffing that. And I think y'all are starting to realize that. And then the first thing y'all want to say is, oh, well, they're gay. They're sassy. No, they're not. They're just tired of what you guys are presenting. And if y'all are here to give them free pussy, free looks, and free everything they ain't got to work for, why would they? But they're never going to take you serious. So it seems to me like a lot of y'all are now starting to realize that you're either losing value or have lost value from chasing attention. And now that's something that y'all got to deal with, and y'all can't face that fact. Men love women that are exclusive, women that are put up, women that every man can say he had or can have.
Not a single lie in what this woman just said was detected. If that's how it is today's society, a man might as well hire someone to fulfill his personal needs for him. A lot of men have been burned by modern women, and they're just tired of it, giving so much just to receive nothing. Most men overall have stopped pursuing women. It's just not worth dating if he's going to feel alone while in the relationship. The best thing a man can do now is invest his money in cat food. In the coming years, we have a lot of cat ladies being born.
The more and more dates I go on with people, I realize how comfortable I am being single. I do not need a man. It's a want, and I don't even know if I want one anymore.
If you're a single girl in London and you don't have anything to do tonight, then you might want to join us. We have our second ever mixer event, and it's the first one that's taking place in London, and it is this evening, Saturday the 3rd of September.
She was so wrong for that.
Nice to meet you. I'm Daniel.
So, how was your day going? Are you feeling nervous? Are you feeling good?
You know, I'm a little nervous. There's this little thing that I've learned that a friend taught me that if you do get nervous, do a couple push-ups and like get your mind.
Are you gonna do some?
Can I?
Yes, do some push-ups. Let's go.
Yes.
Wow. Amazing. Do you feel less nervous?
I do, actually.
Why did you reject Daniel?
I can only assume the idea of working out turned her off. It's always the vending machines.
I'm going to a singles event tomorrow night, and I'm nervous because it's awkward and I don't know how to talk to boys. But I'll tag the creator who I saw this from, but she said if you don't know how to talk to boys, aka me.
Reasons why you are single and miserable. You are doing single all wrong. Number one, you should be dating multiple men. You need to be dating 2 to 3 men baseline, okay? Let me tell you why. POV, you were in a relationship with a guy for 3 years. It didn't work out. It took you 2 years to get over that relationship. When you hit the streets now, baby, you're 5 years in a deficit, okay? You don't even know what you like. You don't even know what's outside. You need to know what you like. They young, they old, they tall, they short. Try your hand at it, baby. You need to go outside. You need to date to learn what you like. The second reason why you need to date multiple men is because it takes the emotional offload off of one particular person, baby. You out here stuck on Kevin. Kevin is a 4. He's doing a whole bunch of nothing, boom, but you stuck. Women's biggest downfall is not being able to control their emotions. If you're having a problem controlling your emotions, read Joyce Meyer's Living Beyond Your Feelings is basically how to control your emotions so your emotions don't control you. Additionally, you're dating in a deficit, you're dating in deprivation, and you're dating in depression. Okay, y'all? Oh my God, I'm so tired of the apps. Ain't no quality men out here. Da, da, da. That's exactly what you're going to attract, baby. When I step out the house, I feel like I smell good, I look good. Okay, and my mentality is that there are an abundance of quality people, quality men outside. Okay, and look, hotline blinging. Okay, that is how you have to step outside. So enjoy yourself, have a good time, enjoy the summer, be outside, and enjoy your life. And that is exactly what you will attract. Okay, love you. Bye.
Does it ever occur to these modern birds the reason why they're so confused is because they're engaging in this kind of activity right here, dating multiple people, building connections and being attached to them? There's no way this can be healthy. I find it even crazier that they're listening to women that aren't even married.
Just lay in the dead grass, stare at the stars, run away.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but sis, if you want a man, you have to go outside. I'm speaking to myself too. He's not gonna find you in your room watching Netflix and scrolling TikTok. Get off of TikTok right now and go outside. You can go to a coffee shop. You could go to the gym. You can take yourself out to dinner. Just get outside.
Hi, good evening, all my grown ladies. So, dating after 50 is much harder than I thought it was going to be. There's so many obstacles. I'm not sure how to get around it. Do I continue? I don't know, seriously. Make plans with someone and then they cancel last minute, no advance notice. Guy still living at home with a wife, but they're separated. Yeah, right. Living at home with their mom. Unemployed due to COVID, of course. No transportation or EG. What's a girl to do? What's a girl to do? Any advice, ladies, men? Let me know.
These are the warning signs the younger generation keeps ignoring. If women in their 50s are struggling to date, imagine how it's gonna be when they reach close to that age, especially now since men are walking away from dating or ever getting married. They believe their beauty will carry them throughout their lives, but it will only carry them so far because beauty can fade. And then it becomes about personality and the kind of value they can add to a man's life. Judging by the standard, since cheating has become cool, and also having multiple partners, they're not bringing anything valuable.
I'm just getting on here for all the girlies who are in their 30s. I'm 33, turning 34 next month, and I'm just fucking done dating. Like, excuse my language, but I'm done. Like, for a while there, I was on a kick for the younger guys because that was all that was hollering at me, because I must say, I think I look pretty good for being 33. So I was like, okay, I'm done with the young ones. Like, they're too immature. Like, I'm looking for something more serious in life. They're not doing it for me. Cool, whatever. I reunite with an ex that I was with when I was 22, and this was like always the one who got away from me. Mind you, he is 3 years older than me, gonna be 37 in January. This man is emotionally unavailable. So they're too immature in their 20s, and then they're possibly still emotionally unavailable in their 30s. I understand why my mom is 60 years old and still single and just said forget it, because that's what it's about to be.
Well, she's following her mother's footsteps to a T. I understand that some guys can be emotionally unavailable, but why would you go back to your ex instead of finding someone better? Where's the accountability? And of course, after getting her attention and thrill from the younger guys, because they make her feel young again, she discards them. And what exactly does she mean by being done with the younger guys? Done smashing them? Let me know.
Delete your dating apps. I don't use dating apps, and I'll tell you why. It's because your life's mission should not be to find another person. You do not need a relationship to validate your own existence, okay? Center your life around you. Stop going on 4 dates a week. It's just emotionally draining you, and it's making you actually feel more lonely, which is what these dating apps want you to feel. Even though they market that they want you to find a person, why would they want you to find a person? They want you to stay on their app. That's how they make money, okay? They feed off of your loneliness. Stop. You are enough on your own. If one day you do get married and decide to grow old with somebody, you're going to miss the time you had by yourself. Have faith in the universe, wait for it to provide, and delete your dating apps. I promise you'll feel better.
It just sounds like she wants to help keep women single with that last comment. But some women are lonely because they're not receiving love. And some men are lonely because they don't have someone to give their love to. With this imbalance going on in the dating world, the loneliness will only grow. Hate it or love it. The truth is, men and women need each other. We will never get past this stage until women wake up from their dream. Their demands are just unreal.
80% of my room tonight was single. Okay? That says a lot. There are so many women who are needing help and direction, and they're not receiving it, or they don't feel like they can plug into it. And so one of the reasons why you need to offer women's events, because it's just, there's something about the safety in the room that it provides that really speaks to single women.
No, I don't think that women are superior. I just think that women are, okay, yeah, no, I guess it's exactly what I was trying to say.
Both the sexes are superior at something. What you just demonstrated is that women are superior at being unable to make up their minds quick enough. If you ask them what food they want, that answer may take a while to process.
Because no means no. Men are sick of chasing and begging for a woman to go out with them. Also, when they don't chase or pressure us, they are showing their respect towards us. They respected our no. They respected our decision. You want them to not take no for an answer?
A good man is hard to find and harder to keep. And let me explain. A good man is loyal, respectful, a man of his word, and he will actually treat you like a queen to a point where you'll believe you're a queen. But if you're not a true queen, what happens is you think that you can abuse him, use and abuse him and toss him. But you forget, just because he's a good man does not mean he's a dumb man. And what happens in this case scenario is you end up losing him. And you do have a lot of competition because there's not a lot of good men out there. And the minute he leaves, he won't only find someone better, he will actually be happier too. And you will be the only one that will regret it because you know how hard it is to find a good man. Don't ever underestimate a good person in general. Good people as much as they are good, as much as they could be bad. And when they turn bad, you will regret the day you met them. And no, they won't harm you or do anything bad to you. Them leaving you is the worst thing that could happen to you.
A good man will fight for a relationship until the fight is no longer worth the fight. A good man will destroy themselves while their world is falling apart, while trying to build it and hold it together. Good men are wanted, but not appreciated. A good man puts his lady first, and he will hold on till it hurts, but he will eventually turn and walk away in silence. That's me, unfortunately. Ladies these days only want guys who treat them bad. We do get abuse a lot, because we choose not to do evil things that make others happy. We love being ourselves, kind, sincere, genuine love, and joyfulness together if is possible. Stay strong. I've seen the most successful good man gave the world to his woman, and it still wasn't enough. The road a good man walks is a road many can't understand. The pain that this man carries over his shoulder is what changes him from his core and build him to be better. He is the most abused and still tries to love. He puts everyone first and shoulders the pain in silence. In conclusion, being a good man gets you nothing but pain in the end. Don't just allow anyone into your life. These modern women don't deserve your good heart.
Hi, I'm 23 and I've never had a boyfriend. If this comes any close to your experience, please stitch this. I'd love to hear about it.
I think people meet at meetups more often than people meet at singles events because of the way the thing is structured. It's not about being single. It's not about looking for love. It's about living your life and doing the things you enjoy. Which is how so many people in your real actual life right now met their partners. Ask them. You have to take the pressure off of it. And singles events are so pressured. That's why they suck so much. We set it up that way. I don't know how many different ways I can say it. I don't know for how long I'm going to be able to say the same thing over and over and over again. Just live your life and meet people naturally through the course of living your day-to-day existence. I don't know how many different ways I can say it. I really don't. Just live your life. You are allowed to just live your life, and relationships will come and go in and out of that life forever. We overcomplicate it. I'm tired of this shit.
I haven't been single in over 10 years, and 2022 was the first year that I have been single for a significant amount of time. And these are the top 5 things that I learned. For context, I have jumped from relationship to relationship ever since the 8th grade. I'm 25 now. It's called daddy and abandonment issues. That's a perfect segue into point number 1. I might be the problem, and that's okay. I would look at my toxic relationships and I would list all the things that they did wrong to me, and I would never see myself as the problem. And reflecting in 2022, I really had to sit myself down and see how I might have contributed to some things. Number 2, I'm a lover girl, and that's okay. Okay, so maybe you shouldn't jump from relationship to relationship, but I love the way that I am constantly open to love, to giving love. I love that I move throughout life with love. It's always benefited me. Number 3, I started treating myself how I treat others. One of the things that I love about myself is how I love, and I love so unconditionally, and I'm so loyal to other people, and I give so much. And I really learned this past year, I'm like, why don't I just do all of those things for myself? Once you start doing that, A, you will not accept anything less from any other person because you know you can give it all to yourself. And then B, you show people how to treat you. Number 4, you will find that feeling again. I remember when I was in my last toxic relationship, and even though it was toxic, I was like, I will never find this feeling. I will never find a man to love me like this. And then 2 months later, I met somebody, and I was like, oh, okay, the butterflies are back. And then number 5, I learned how to not be bitter. I remember I used to see all of these cute couples. I went to a vineyard, like a solo trip vineyard, and I saw all these cute couples so in love. And instead of looking at it like so bitterly and like I'll never find that again, I looked at it more so like, oh, it's coming. Like once I see like people happily in love, married, whatever it might be, instead of looking at it like, I wish I had that, I look at it like, oh, because I've seen it, it's on its way. I hope that helps.
I'm actually glad she said this, because this is a great example for women to not follow. The amount of women that actually stays in those toxic relationships is actually crazy. What they don't realize is that being in that relationship is only hurting them more. They're afraid of being alone, so therefore they don't leave. Once they get to the next step, which is loneliness, they turn to social media and start crying for attention. Their loneliness and male loneliness is always being compared. But that's not something that should be compared. Both the sexes experience loneliness very differently, especially men. It's on another level.
If you don't have a man, clap your hands. If you don't have a man, clap your hands. If you're single and alone, watch your movies at home. Like me. If you don't have a man, clap your hands. I do have my Sony Link Buds S though.
Oh, glad you're back again. I'll never forget you. They said we never make it, my sweet joy. Always remember me.